Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. And that misses. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. Off the mark there. Ball 2. Fouled off down the right side.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Close, but called a ball. And now 3 balls and a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. See you later. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Judge getting an angle on it. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Mike Trout in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 4, the left
Taylor
fielder,
Ward digs in
Taylor
now.
Ward.
Trout on the move. Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting 5th, the right fielder, number 12, Jorge
Soler up at the plate.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
Outside low. 1-0. Soler with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. To the left side, but it is well foul.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 rounds.
That one ripped. And it's off the wall. The throw in. He's in safely at second, and a run comes in to score.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So runner at second, 2 down. Stepping in the long ball threat, Logan O'Hoppe. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two outs and 1 in scoring position.
That's the ball.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
High in the air, out to right. Judge makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. Angels 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, showing the slab in today's game, Kyle Hendricks. What's the scouting report on him?
Oh, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Hendricks deals.
Ball 2.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 3. Smoked on the ground, a second. Sends it to first. That takes care of Grisham.
Batting second, the first baseman.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, he's just been a consistent and dominant power threat throughout his career. I mean, over 400 career home runs. I mean, that just doesn't happen to an average power hitter. This guy's been elite, and we'll see as he continues if he's going to make it into Cooperstown, into the Hall of Fame.
Ben Rice at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that's through there for a strike. And 1-1. Swinging a foul out of play. 1 out, bases empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Inside, and the count is even, 2-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Hendricks delivers. He goes down looking. Two down, bases empty. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Judge working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
And a swing and a miss there.
1-2.
And it's even up.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses, struck him out. Down in order go the Yankees. They trail it here 2-0. Back in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Joe Adele.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's outside. Ball 1. That's inside.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
And it's fouled away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. On the ground, and foul ball. High fly ball out towards left field. That one back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Luis Rengifo will hit next. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1. And another ball. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
And it is 2-1. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Next offering is in for a strike. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
To the right side, LeMahieu is there. On to first, 2 away.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Christian Moore.
2 outs, base is empty. And now, Christian Moore. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one the other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Angels 2 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom of the second, and now the DH, Cody Bellinger.
The designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Hendricks back to work. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Swings through that.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now on the inside corner for a strike. Bellinger, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And a foul ball. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. That misses, and that is ball one. Just missed. Two outs. Right through there for a strike. That misses the zone. Now 3-1. Next offering is fouled back.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full. Angels 2, and the Yankees nothing. On to the third inning, and now the shortstop, Zach Neto. Neto measures 6 feet even, hitting leadoff in today's game. A former first-round pick in 2022. The shortstop takes a ball. Hit on the ground to short. One up, one down.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
Now here is Nolan Shanuel. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. And that one is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The other way. Jazz tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Mike Trout.
Here's Trout. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Great speed and great power. a great athlete, quite simply.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
That missed by a lot. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Angels held in check, but they're on top 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here's a chopper to short. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That misses.
No, that's a ball.
1-0.
1-0.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. 1 down, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Grounded out his first time up.
Grisham.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Two down, nobody on. Next offering is outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Yanks held in check. They trail things here 2-0. Back in the Bronx. Start of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Taylor
Ward.
Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in 1 game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now it's the right fielder, Jorge Soler. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to Jazz. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The catcher, number 14, Logan
O'Hoppe getting ready to hit. Flied to right his first time. Just off the outside edge. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Two outs. That's down and in. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And the Angels are gone in order. They're up 2-0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, ready to go, bottom 4. Down the number 2 hitter, Ben Rice. Just missed.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next offering upstairs.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. On to first, double play.
Now batting, the designated
nice
hitter,
soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole.
Bellinger.
Starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
Here's Cody Bellinger, and he's already singled in this game. A little bit high, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. That's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Good eye in that spot. The Halos up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And Belly goes down on strikes. Down in order go the Yankees. And they're down 2-0. We go to the top of the 5th. So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell. Warren back to work. That's in there. 0-1. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Rengifo.
And now it's going to be Luis Rengifo.
Let's go, Yankees.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one's in there. 2-1 now. And that's through there for a strike. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's in the dirt.
Count's full.
And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Swing and a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
So the batting order turns over. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. He's already homered in this game. That one fouled hard the other way.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Foul ball there. Two on, one out. And
No,
1-2.
that's a ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Two and two.
Squirts away a little bit. Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Will Warren will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Out of the
New
bullpen
York
for the
Yankees,
Yerry De Los Santos.
number 73.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And next for the Angels, Nolan Shanuel. Volpe. Jump throw across his body. On the money. Nice play.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Back in New York,
Leading
we
up
head to the
for
bottom of the
Yankees,
fifth. Now
the
here's
left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And that's in for a strike.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Missed with a changeup. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just missed.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
The third baseman,
Man, that's a
number
tough
13.
one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Caught looking his first time up. That one's in there, 0-1. Lifted in the air, right field, and that'll get down for a hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Got a change-up and a pretty good one, too. Outside corner, but he just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there.
And the batter now, Anthony Volpe. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Stanton over at second. Chisholm on at first with nobody out. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. There's a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
And a swing and a miss. with number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Now batting, the
And up
catcher,
next for New York, Austin Wells.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Brings it in. 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Struck out swinging his first time. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's off the inside corner. And the count 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Just off the inside corner. And the count is 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one misses. And it's 3-2.
They tried to get him to go. Chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Trent Grisham in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ground ball right side. Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
First, it looks like making the stop is the hardest part, but feeding to the pitcher on the move, I think even tougher. Great job of hitting that moving target. They're going to be fired up in the dugout.
Back at Yankee Stadium, new inning getting started. Now it's the power speed combo. Mike Trout.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
A little bit low. And that's ball 1. Movement in the Yankees pen. Mark Leiter Jr., a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Yarbrough also throwing. Swing and a drive deep right field. And that one hops the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Ward.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit for the Angels. And ball 1. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Chisholm puts it away, and there's one down.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
And now the right fielder, Jorge Soler. That one finds the zone. Strike one. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Out to short. Nice grab. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in the mound.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That one ripped, but foul.
Let's go, New York.
That's hard hit on the line. He's there. He's got it. And that's the third out. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. Angels 2 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom of the sixth. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Grisham, first round pick of the Brewers in 2015. That clips the corner. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Brock Burke, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Strickland getting cranked up as well. That one is absolutely belted. This looks like extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. He is struck out, and he is walked. A little bit low. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next pitch is outside.
2-1.
And downstairs.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count's full.
Okay.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound. But, you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
First and second, no outs. And next for New York, Aaron Judge. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Grisham, the lead runner at second. Rice at first with no outs. Swing and a chopper. And that's foul. Got him looking. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning. And that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Kyle Hendricks out of the game, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching for
so the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Jose Soriano.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 2. Outside.
That's a
ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That's too low. And a count 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out. Hammered on the line, base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job for stepping up to the challenge. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Stanton now. Golden opportunity right here. And that's fouled off. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Late with the swing there.
0-2.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. Way to lay off that pitch down.
Out to short, Neto. Whips it across. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Oh, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now at the plate. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Volpe in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. On the ground right side, and it's just foul. That was close. 2 outs. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score.
Comes through to drive in a pair and give him the lead. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. And that one is inside ball one. Two on, two outs. Chop to first. Shanuel. He'll do it himself. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We're through 6 full. Yankees 3 and the Angels 2. Top of inning number 7, and now the center fielder, Joe Adell.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Outside low, ball 1.
1-0.
In the air, left side, Stanton. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Luis.
And now
Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo. He's 0 for 1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
The batter, number 7, second baseman.
And next for LA, Christian Moore. That clips a corner with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. And the 0-2. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. He's already homered here in this one. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Yerry De Los Santos won't go any further tonight, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Ryan Yarbrough.
Number 33.
This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Yarbrough.
So up next, Nolan Shanuel.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate. Try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Line drive. And that's down, a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
And now batting, Mike Trout right through there for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swing and a ball popped up. Volpe. And that's the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brock Burke.
Now
should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
LeMahieu stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
There's a strike. And there's a foul ball. That's a little high. Full count, 3-2. Out to center. Adele moves under it. Calls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder.
Now here's Trent Grisham, 1 for 3. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Fouled off left side. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that just misses. That one misses, and now it's 3-2. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. That was the 11th pitch he saw. Pretty remarkable when you can stay locked in for that long a time and still come away with a knock.
One down. And up next for New York, Ben Rice. A couple of walks and a strikeout. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1 strike.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
That one not close. And the count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Tapped softly on the ground. Down the line, and it's foul. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's the money maker right there.
Right
2
fielder,
strikes,
number
slider
99,
down and away from the same side thrower as the
Judge.
hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Breaking ball misses down and away. And another ball. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. That one misses. And now 3-0.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And there's ball 4. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Well, just came apart right there.
Now
4-pitch walk,
the
and
designated hitter,
guy at the
Nota
plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Bellinger in the box now, takes strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
2 on, 2 outs. Not even close there. And it's a ball and a strike. Two outs. And a count 1-2. Trying to check his swing, appeal to third, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th, and now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Taylor Ward. Yarbrough back to work. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Scott Efros getting loose out there. Hamilton, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Check swing, appeal to first. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. Now it's the right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler.
Close, but called the ball. And it's 1-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
One down, base is empty. And a count 1-2. Up the middle, handled by LeMahieu. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
The catcher, number 14, Logan.
Now the catcher up to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Yeah, big swing and a miss. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Ripped on the ground to second in plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Angels go quietly there, so no change in the score. It's 3-3.
Now pitching for
a new
the
arm
Angels.
into the game, the righty,
Number
Hunter
60.
Strickland.
Hunter Strickland.
And here is
Leading off
Giancarlo
for the
Stanton.
Yankees, the
He's
left
a big,
fielder,
strong guy.
Giancarlo
Can untie this game with one
Stanton.
swing.
And that one fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball. 2 straight.
Strike 3, got him with the sweeper.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Now the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Just missed.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Outside.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And the sweeper is off the plate. Anthony Volpe in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there
Now
anyhow.
batting, the shortstop.
The Yankees going with a pinch hitter, Jason Dominguez.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
In the air, left field. Ward running hard to get him. Pulls it in on the run. 2 away now.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put
Now
it into
batting,
his
the catcher,
highest gear
Este.
and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So 2 down now, and here is Austin Wells. 0 for 3 in this one. Strickland checks over to first, and he's back. Tap foul at the plate. Chisholm off of first with 2 away. And fouled off. Two outs. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
That's a really good take.
That one well upstairs. The count now 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner takes off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Now.
Just about ready to roll. Getting the nod on the mound, Will Warren. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch, he's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Zach Neto, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. The pitch. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it. And a quick out, number one. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Nolan Shanuel in the box now. No balls and a strike. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Grisham on the move. And he hauls it in, and there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports, too. That's a little bit low. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Out towards left center. Grisham trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here in New York, and on the mound in this one, Kyle Hendricks.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Hendricks deals. And that is out of play. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound. Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Ball, low.
And now 2-1.
2-1.
He swings and fouls one off. On the ground to short, Neto. Tosses across the first, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats, they end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Aaron Judge, the next to hit, takes outside. And it's fouled away. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. Two out, space is empty. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. So the Yanks go in order. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Top of the second. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Warren back to work. Fastball for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Volpe. Over to first. And quickly one away in the second. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Jorge Soler in the box with one away as he takes ball 1.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Grisham sizing this one up, makes the grab for the second out.
Batting 6, the catcher, number 14. Logan.
So in now for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Angels held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back for more from the Bronx. Now it's the DH, Cody Bellinger. Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees. The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike. In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. Strike three. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is fouled back. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Next offering is down low.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. There's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Into the outfield, base hit.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, Anthony.
So a man aboard. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. The shortstop takes the ball. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Hendricks throws over. Chisholm dives back in safely. Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Chisholm at second with 2 down. Back up the middle and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 1-0.
Well, it was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Runner at first with 2 away. Next to hit, Austin Wells. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Check on the runner.
He's safe.
Two outs. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 strike.
The next pitch misses. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Goes down looking. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, top half of the 3rd inning, and now the center fielder, Joe Adell. Warren measures 6 feet 2 inches, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021. And another ball. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. And there's a ball. And that's outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
First and second, no outs. And now Christian Moore. Just missed. Tying run and scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
In the dirt, blocked. Tag, save. He's into third of the wild pitch. Comes a 2-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Stanton is there. He's got it. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. We're tied at 1.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tying run.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Zach Neto, 0 for 1 so far. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second. Tied up here in the early going. Two down, nobody on. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they push across one run, 2 hits, no errors, no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Back in the Bronx. And now here is DJ LeMahieu.
LeMahieu.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And a strike there to LeMahieu. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Stays alive. And that one's a little bit low. 1-2 the count. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one missed. Inside, and that's ball 3. And that's a base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
But when you see that many pitches in an at bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Struck out swinging his first time. Edge of the zone, called a strike. 0-1.
1 strike.
Just off the inside edge.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball. 2
LeMahieu gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Strike 3. Got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
The first baseman, number 22.
At the plate, Ben Rice. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
In the dirt. He's in there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Line drive, base hit down the line. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well done, drives in the run. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
One gone, runner at first. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And there's the strike. That's down and in. Check swing, called strike.
1 and 2.
This one in the dirt. Judge waits. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hendricks delivers. That misses, and that's ball 3. Good job to fight that one off. Fights it off. He'll see another. And ball 4 to a board.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
First and second, one out. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Hit in the air, center field. Adele moves under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strike.
That one just misses.
2 balls, 2 strike.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And that one is downstairs. And the count's full. Jazz Chisholm Jr. waiting to hit for the Yankees. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The run comes in to score from second, It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just missed. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. In to score is the runner from third, and they lead by 3.
Back-to-back singles. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. There's a strike. First and second, 2 down. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to inning number 4. The Yankees 4 and the Angels 1. Back now in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Nolan Schanuel. And that skips into there. When you look at the Yankees and think about all those retired numbers, in fact, no more single digits are available with the exception of 0. Chris, what stands out to you?
Well, for me, it kind of explains why I wore number 80 in spring training with the Yankees. Other than the fact I wasn't going to make the team, you look at it, it is pretty difficult, if you would say, as a guy that gets drafted or signs with that team, to think of, man, how am I going to get comfortable with the new number? Because there's not many options left.
Makes the grab, 1 down. So many great players have played for the Yankees, the likes of Gehrig and Ruth and DiMaggio and Mantle. And then the other retired numbers that really represent the most recent path of success, led, of course, by number 2, Derek Jeter.
Yeah, and obviously the one that stands out the most is that number 2. So many people familiar with the iconic shortstop Derek Jeter and the championships that the Yankees won while he was team captain. Just impressive, but no question about it, the history and all of the legacies of the New York Yankees players over the years is very dynamic.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. Yankees up by 3. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. Swings through that one.
1-1.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. And out of here. His 9th homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-3. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs. That's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
Now Logan O'Hoppe. That one's in there. 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Just misses with that one.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. Just off the outside edge.
3-2.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Adele batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Oh, look at the stop. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. That smash towards center. Adele hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Singled and scored his first time. And that one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Up the middle, Neto fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
So the lineup flips over. And next for New York, Trent Grisham, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
That pitch gets the corner, and it's 0-1. Action in the Angels bullpen. Jack Kachanowicz getting ready to go. Soriano warming up as well. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right side, and that's a foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Next offering is outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Now batting,
Well, they opted to go with the off-speed stuff on that 3-2 with the bases empty. Close pitch, but now he's got to work out of the stretch.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Kyle Hendricks gives way, and not his finest start. Never really looked comfortable out there. We'll have a new pitcher on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
Sam Bachman will take over here.
Number 40.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here's a big power threat. Ben Rice. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Grisham leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That missed by a lot. 2-1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
It's Aaron Judge now. He is struck out, and he is walked. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And Judge is down on strikes. 2 left on. We played 4. The Yankees 4 and the Angels 3. Back in New York, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Luis Rengifo. Warren back to work. Just missed. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Up and in, and that's ball 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you drive back to the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike. And he grounds one to the right side. LeMahieu gets it to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Now batting, the second baseman, Christian Moore.
Now it's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. And misses inside.
1 ball, no strike.
Check swing, called strike. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
And that's downstairs and outside. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. That's to third. Chisholm tosses to first, and the first two set down to the top of the fifth.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Zach.
Back to the top
Neto.
of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. 0 for 2 in this one. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-0.
Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Next pitch is outside. That one fouled off. Right through there, got it. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing here this half. Last half of the fifth coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Angels 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
The designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that one missing low.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
I guarantee he's going to check the tape on that last pitch when he gets a chance because he thought it was ball 4, and he wasn't wrong. I mean, it was a close pitch. Definitely not an easy call, but especially after a long at-bat, that'll drive you crazy getting rung up like that.
Stanton lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Late on that fastball.
Love to see it.
One
Power
ball,
versus
1 strike.
power right there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
First pitch,
inside.
and he just misses.
We need a base hit here.
Right through there for a strike. Man at first, 1 away.
Come on, Yankees.
Late swing, foul to the left. Fastball is outside. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to
The
sit
batter,
on him for a
number
little
11.
while. You want to be ready to hit the
Anthony.
fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Volpe in the box again. Takes a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
And there's a foul ball. Stanton off of first with 2 away. Not
1 ball,
close with
2
that
strike.
one, and it's 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next
Two balls,
pitch misses
2 strikes.
way outside. And there's a ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 2 outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. To third. Slings it across. Out number 3. The Yanks lead 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Yerry De Los
Now
Santos.
pitching for the
And this
New
is an
York
important
Yankees,
part of this game. Tight score
Number
and still a lot of
73.
outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
So in now for the
Leading off for the
Angels,
Angels,
Nolan
the first baseman,
Shanuel.
Nolan Shanuel.
There's a strike at the knees. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Jonathan Loaisiga, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Hamilton also throwing. That one the other way. Makes the catch, 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate. You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Dives. What a play.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Next to hit, Taylor Ward, 1 for 2. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike one.
Strike.
Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Right through there for his strike.
1-2.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. And that ball is gone. He circles the bases. His 19th home run of the year, and this game is tied. It's 4-4.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now the right fielder, Jorge Soler. He's already homered in this game. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Soler measures 6 feet 4 inches. 33 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Tied at 4.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And it's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
High chopper to third. Chisholm. The throw to first. And that'll do it. Angels get one with a solo homer. All even now at 4 apiece. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Soriano.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
The catcher, Austin Wells.
Drilled in the air, high and deep, right field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's ripping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. And that one is inside. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Brock Burke, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Strickland, the right-hander, loosening up as well. 2 balls, no
that's
strikes to
out,
count. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
He was all over that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. LeMahieu leads off first with 1 away. That one outside. And now 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Ben Rice digs in now.
Number 22.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
That one missing inside.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Next pitch is outside.
2-0.
And there's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That missed inside. And now 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Drilled out towards left center field. Ward sizes this one up. Brings it in. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. Score remains tied at 4.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
New
We're
York
in the 7th.
Yankees,
We have a new pitcher on the mound.
number
Jonathan
43.
Loaisiga.
Jonathan Loaisiga.
And now the catcher
Leading
comes
off
up to him.
infield, the
Logan
catcher,
O'Hoppe.
Number 14, Logan O'Hoppe.
Off the plate inside. And that's ball 1. That one missed.
2-1.
Loizaga fires. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
Slice to right. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Joe Adell. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That clips the zone, and that's strike two. Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
The third baseman, number 2, Luis Rengifo.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for the Angels, Luis Rengifo.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This will be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
Tied at 4. Little chopper rolls foul. Next offering is downstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That's to third. Slinging it to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Christian Moore, the next to hit for the Angels. And that drops in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. LeMahieu throws to first in time. Third out. So they work around the leadoff double. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And we are tied 4-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Aaron Judge. And that's outside. Ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Off the mark there, and it's 3-0.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's
Now
been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Bellinger up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that one fouled off. That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Just missed.
That's away.
And foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. To second, there's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Fouled off left side.
One and two.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One and two here. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. We look ahead to inning number 8, and we are tied 4-4. Ian Hamilton on to pitch out of the pen here.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Hamilton.
So back to the top of the order, and the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Movement in the Yankees pen. Scott Efros getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Tied at 4. Falling behind 2-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss. And one out now.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And next for LA, Nolan Schanuel. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch misses. And fouled off. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first, and that quickly 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Mike Trout.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
And there's the strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. On the ground to third, and that's a foul ball.
Well, he put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Judge makes the catch, and that is that.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now,
Angels.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom
46.
of the 8th, Brock Burke.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And stepping in for the
Leading up
Yankees,
for the
Jazz
Yankees,
Chisholm Jr.
Third baseman.
It's interesting. He plays kind of a power
Jr.
spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Moore fires to first on the run, and they get the out.
The batter, number
Big
11.
play there to get the leadoff man. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Activity in the bullpen. Hector Neris appears to be getting loose. Line drive. That's a fair ball inside third. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Now, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
To first, and they've got him picked off. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run in second. Now a chance for Austin Wells. And that's way high. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning. Yanks held in check. This game's all tied at 4. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here is Taylor Ward. Hamilton back to work. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Four in the 9th. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Next offering way off the plate. Ball 4, he walked him, and that keeps things going.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Making a move at first, and here's the pinch runner, Scott Kingery. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. He's already homered here in this one. Outside low, 1-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Next offering upstairs. And a big swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Runner on the move. Pitch is high. Throw to second. He's out.
2 unsuccessful stolen base attempts tonight, so I think this is where we probably see them change up their plan offensively. The running game just isn't working, and those are costly outs, so they're going to have to string together some hits and change things up a little bit.
And the 1-0. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. That misses the zone. 2-1. And that one missing low. Joe Adell in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. And we are tied 4-4. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
One big swing could end it, but I'm sure he's just looking to find a way on base, get something started.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. And a swing and a miss there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kenley Jansen, the closer, is getting loose. Just off the outside part of the plate.
That's a really good take.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Just a slow ground ball this time. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Ben Rice getting ready to hit.
Well, 1 swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
Swing and a foul straight back. Berg, 28 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2014. And that is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
All tied up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that's a strikeout looking. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. Still all square at 4 apiece.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
New York
and
Yankees,
here comes the closer, Scott
number
Efron.
57.
This is his first appearance of the season. Now into the game, Oswald Peraza. Here's the center fielder, Joe Adell. Man at second, nobody out. And Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
That one is absolutely belted. It bangs off the wall. Around third. He'll score. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. What a way to get it going. A double to knock home the runner from second.
Yeah, just clearly trading places, and now that guy on second threatening to score more runs. Good clutch hitting to lead off the frame.
Now the third baseman, Luis Rengifo, 1 for 3. Clips the corner. Strike one. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single. Check swing called strike. 0-2 now. And that one is inside ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Yarbrough getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hill getting loose as well. The 1-2. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Adell at second with nobody out. Hot shot to third. Jazz tosses to first. 1 away in the top half of the 10th.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Christian Moore.
So in now for the Angels, Christian Moore.
Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Ball 1 there. And it's second. Swings through that one for strike 2. 1-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Neto stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The 1-0. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Back to the mound. It hit him. On the run, throw to first. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. Angels get 1 on this double. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Kenley Jansen.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Aaron Judge at the plate. In a spot like this, are you up there thinking to yourself, I'm trying to end the game?
Absolutely. It's been a long one. You're hungry, and you're ready to go home.
The pitch. And ball 1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
And Judge spoils that one. And it is 2-1. So the tying run at second. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Jansen fires. Outside. Cody Bellinger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On a line. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Tying run is in to score from second. The throw to second is offline.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here comes Bellinger, known for his late inning heroics. On the ground to third. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
First and second, no outs. And the batter now, Giancarlo Stanton. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Fought off foul. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
No ball. 2 strikes.
That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
And now it's even up. Winning run out second. No one out. That one misses. 3-2 now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. Swinging a foul out of play.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
One ball.
That one not close. And it's a ball and a strike. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And a count 1-2. And there's a ball.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count's full.
Got to go right after him here. Don't want to walk in that winning run. Let's see what happens.
So they're all loaded up. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Puts it away for the out.
Well, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. That one catches the zone. That's strike one.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And that one fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And that is out of play. The bases are full for the New York Yankees. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's down and in.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Winning run at third. 2 down. And it remains 2-2. Deep breath. He's ready, and he fires. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. In there, that'll do it. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Yankees walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.